Technological device means any computer, cellular phone, smartphone, digital camera, video camera, audio recording device, or other electronic device that can be used for creating, storing, or transmitting information in the form of electronic data. Digital devices are used in all aspects of our lives and in all different workplace. For example, in our personal lives and while at school, we use digital devices or technological devices to educate ourselves and to entertain ourselves and to socialize with friends and family.
Advantages and disadvantages of using mobile phones. The disadvantages and bad effects of using mobile phones on youth. Here are some. Number 1. Mobile phones causes isolation. We all know that using mobile phones all the time causes addiction to mobile phones, and addiction to using mobile phones causes a lot of mental disorder in people. Mostly the too much use of mobile phones causes isolation in the people. They always trying to use mobile all the time and didn't want to go outside and meet with their family members, relatives, and loved ones. They get isolated and different kinds of other mental disorders take place in their minds. Using mobile phone too much boasts feeling of depression, loneliness, and isolation. Number 2. Mobile phone wastage of time. Mobile phones help people in many aspects of life, but also mobile phones are one of the biggest things used for wasting time. Mostly the teenagers and students get affected by this. They always want to use mobile phones for playing video games, watching movies, listening to songs, and other kinds of entertainment and waste their precious time. Number 3. Mobile phone distraction. Mobile phones one of the most distracting things nowadays. People use mobile phone while working, eating, walking, studying, and talking to others. And also in driving they use mobile phones in talking to others. Most road accidents happen due to the use of mobile phones while driving. Using mobile phones too much can put someone's life in danger. Number 4. Study loss due to high usage of mobile phones. The excessive use of mobile phones is one of the biggest disadvantages for students. Mobile phones mostly affect the study of the students. Time is the most precious thing for the students, but the excessive use of mobile phones wastes most of the precious time of the students. Mobile phones distract students from their studies and got addicted to users of mobile phones. Number 5. Mobile phone cause distance from relatives. One of the benefits of using a mobile phone is that it makes connecting and communication between people belonging to different places easy. But if the mobile phones are not used properly and carefully, it also causes distance from friends, relatives, and family members. Advantages of using mobile phones. Here are some. Number 1. Mobile phone as a source of information. Mobile phones can be used as a source of information. The new mobile phones have a storage which can store a lot of data. Students can store their data informations, books, magazines, assignments, and etc. Mobile phones have interest accessing capabilities. Students from anywhere can easily access different kinds of educational websites through the internet on their mobile phones. Number 2. Mobile phone as a source of communication. Mobile phones are the best source of communication nowadays. Before the mobile phone, communication is very hard for people. They use different kinds of other traditional sources for communications with other people from different places. But after the development, communications becomes very easy. Using mobile phones, people can communicate with their relatives within seconds. Number 3. Mobile phones save money. The most expensive thing before the development thing is communication. People spend money a lot on communication, but after the development of mobile phones, people can easily communicate with their relatives and family members in seconds at less cost. Number 4. Mobile phone used for entertainment. Nowadays, mobile phones are the most popular thing used for entertainment. The new technological mobile phones have different kinds of entertainment features. Mobile phones have the capability of accessing high-speed internet. People access the internet and watch online movies, songs, and also play online games. Every second person uses mobile phones in their free time for entertainment. Number 5. Mobile phones save life in an emergency. The mobile phone has a lot of benefits for people. One of the best benefits of having a mobile phone is it saves a life in an emergency. If someone got an accident on the way to go somewhere, then he or she can use a mobile phone for contacting someone for help.
What is a desktop computer? Desktop computer is a computer that fits on or under a desk. They utilize peripheral devices for interaction, such as keyboard and mouse for input, and display devices like a monitor, projector, or television. Desktop computers can have a horizontal or vertical form factor, or be combined with a monitor to create an all-in-one computer. Desktop computers are generally made to stay at one location. This is the picture of the main parts or components that help make up a computer. In the picture, you can see a desktop computer, flat panel display, speakers, keyboard, and mouse. Here are the pros of desktop computers. First is easy to configure. The users can configure every component or peripheral of any desktop. That means he can choose the processor, storage, RAM capacity, and other considerations according to his budget and need. Pocket friendly. Desktop computers are the most affordable computer available on the market. Upgradability. The users can increase the storage or RAM capacity separately of a desktop after a long time from purchasing. Easy to repair. One of the most useful features of a desktop system is its easy repairing facility. High comforts and design. One can design a desktop according to his choice. He can attach multiple displays with the system. More life. Desktop computer can serve for a long time with some minor modification, but the lasting ability of other types of computer is less than a desktop. Here are the cons of desktop computers. First is not portable. One of the major disadvantages of a desktop is that one cannot use in transport, cannot carry it from place to place. Next is noisy. Another disadvantage of a desktop is that they are noisier than the other types of computers. The reason behind it is the cooling fans. Less unity. Most of the desktop computers users prefer assembled system, so the desktop become a mixed product of various components, product of various companies. Unavailability of wireless connection. Most of the desktop primarily don't possess any wireless connectivity. There is other way to connect Wi-Fi and Bluetooth externally to a desktop. External peripheral. To operate a desktop, external monitor, keyboard, mouse is needed, but in a laptop, all peripherals are composed in a single product. More heavy and big. A desktop system is heavier than other types of computers. Having separate components, it is also bigger than others.
Good day everyone. For the next technology device that I'll be discussing is laptop. Now I'll be discussing the advantage of laptop. First, the mobility, the lightweight, the compact size, the built-in battery that allowing it to easily move from one place to another. We all know that laptop is very, very important right now because it really helps a lot of people, mostly in this kind of pandemic that we cannot go around. And now laptop really brings a big impact to the society and to the people because it helps us to make our assignments, to search online, to to store our very important documents. That's why laptop is very important. And next is we can bring it anywhere we go, like coffee shop, library, and etc. The laptop is easy to use without any additional device because it has everything: the keyboard, built-in mouse, built-in speaker, and more. That's why laptop it has everything. So you do not need a new different mouse, different keyboard just to use it because laptop it has everything. So the next is the disadvantage of it. So all device has also disadvantage. First, the disadvantage of laptop is sensitivity. Um, we all know that sometimes laptop is kinda hard to get because first of all expensive, but it's important. And when you have laptop, it also has a disadvantage like sensitivity, that laptops are easier to damage as compared to ordinary computers because, for example, it is uncommon for a laptop to drop or fall with rain or sit on it, and all this leads to a breakdown to a device. And the repair of portable computers is much more expensive than an ordinary computers. That's why it's sometimes it really hard to fix a laptop because it's more expensive than the other computer device. And lastly, it's unpredictable battery. In addition, many users this is the most problem that they experience when using laptop because the first issue is always the battery because sometimes it's hard to use when your battery is damaged because when you're using it in a public place without cables, so you cannot use it because laptop is very different to use when it always damage the battery. And that's all. Thank you.
As you can see in this video, it is a kind of smart television where it is a new model or version of TV that provides TV shows, movies, music, web browsing, gaming, and access to all appropriate media file stored on your computer are all available on some smart TV. The other disadvantages is some adult person like our parents may not know about how smart TV works. They afraid to they afraid to click the remote button of smart TV because something might happen.
Scanner is a device that receives text and graphics output from a computer and copies it on a piece of paper. The positive side of we have a scanner. With a scanner, it is easier to create newspaper, magazine, and other publication in an instant. The negative side of it, also due to the ability of the scanner, the number of people working in the newspaper company has decreased because it no longer need many workers.